have discussed in the first class, second class, and where we are now. Bit louder, I don't know. Then you don't remember it. I think last class we discussed about the data types. Yeah, we discussed about how to add two values. What is integer, what is character, what is float, all those things we discussed. Yes. We also said that I would like to see any of your programming skills. Like I want to know, I want to see any program which you have developed just to see how good you are in C++ or what you have learned so far. Is there anybody who did any programming? Okay, that's good. It's a group, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see the programming from your end. Okay, is there any other team ready? Okay, what's your team name? Java. Okay. So now Team Java will do a presentation on their programming. They have, I think they have done a small program using C++. Or is it a big program? Yeah, correct. We also discussed that the new teams joined in the previous class, they are going to debate on compilers and interpreters. So I don't know if the team is ready.
The compilers is ready.
Compilers is ready. What about interpreters? Where are the interpreters? You guys are the interpreters. Huh? They are not yet in. Okay, then we will keep that debate in the end of the class. By that time they will be in. So we'll finish with this programming thing. Are you able to shoot this?
Yes.
Please, since he will be shooting a video, please be a bit loud and clear.
The screen is a bit blurry.
The screen is a bit blurry.
Yeah, that's true. Purple is in the worst.
Is it okay now? Sorry. Can you make it a bit louder? Guys, please.
We need a program to calculate some numbers. So let me just run it out. Give me any number. Second number. What should I do? Divide, add, subtract them all. What should I do with them?
So, good. We before you start explaining, I just wanted to understand one thing. Have you learned C++ before? So you started learning from here. Because we never discussed about if statement or anything, so I'm just wondering what made you to go there and how you understood this.
Research.
Okay, let's see how you're going to explain.
From the program, I included the variables because the answer can be a decimal number. So I didn't use integer because integers are whole numbers. So after that, then I put this one. This is what it will display. After displaying test of calculator, then done by group, then it will display for you to enter your first number. After you enter your first number, it will record it. Then it will display to enter your second number. After you see that, it will record it. Then it will now ask you to select an operation, whether you want to add the numbers, subtract them, multiply them, or divide them. So what I did was, if you choose one, number one is addition. If you choose to add them, the total will be the first variable plus the second variable. That will give you the total. And if your choice is number two, which is subtraction, the total will be the first number minus the second number. Then if you choose number three, which is multiplication, your total will be the first multiplied by the second. And if your choice is the fourth number, which is division, the total will be the first number divided by the second number. So after you do that and do the operation, choose the numbers, this is what will display. The total value after the operation is, and this set precision I did was in case the answer is decimal places. So to put it in 3 decimal places, after it will display your answer according to which operation you choose. After that, it will display 94 against calculator.
Wonderful. Can you run this program again? Let's write 756. And your second number is 1050. And go for the choice 3 multiplication.
We can't show this number of values, so advise you can't.
Okay. No, this is just to test you. And yes, as we discussed in the previous class, when you use integer data type, then it cannot accept more than 2 power 32, right? Yes. So that's what I wanted you to explain to others, like why this number is coming here.
Because it was not, cannot display this large number of
That's fine. In Java, right?
Yeah.
Personally, I felt so happy to see your program and the way you have progressed. This is the 4th class in Principles of Programming. You came here as you didn't know about what is programming, you didn't know about what is C++, but within these 4 classes, if you are able to research about what is if statement and if you are able to bring such a nice program, hats off. Good work, keep it up. The next team. Okay, questions? Okay. See, there are different types of operators. Operators means addition. What kind of operator do you use for addition? When you add, the operator is plus, right? When you subtract, minus. When you multiply, asterisk, star. When you divide, when you assign, let's say when you are assigning a value to a particular variable, let's say integer a, when you want to assign a variable, when you want to assign a value to this variable a, how do you do this? You just write a is equal to 3, right? So there, this equal to means assignment operator. When you use double equal to, this is called strictly equal, which compares whether the value given in this variable choice is strictly equal to the value given here or not. For example, when you execute this program, you are asking the user to enter an input. Am I right? He is saying that 1 means addition, 2 means subtraction, 3 means multiplication, 4 means division. You are expecting the user to type any of this value. Assume if the user types 2, then this 2 will be stored where? Choice. Am I correct? Now you are checking if the value in choice is strictly equal to 1. Is it correct?
Yes.
So what is the value in choice? No, the value which is in choice is addition, which is what? 1. So is 1 strictly equal to 1? Correct, right? In that case, do this operation, total is equal to x plus y. Assume if you have chosen 2, then you are going to check if 2 is strictly equal to 1, which is what? False. Am I correct? Now it goes to the second statement. If choice is strictly equal to 2, which is 2 is strictly equal to 2, here the condition is correct. Then you are making total equal to x minus y. That's all. So strictly equal to is a comparison operator which compares the value on your left with the value on your right. Am I correct? Yeah. Yeah, but in C++, when you use 2 equals, which means you are going to compare whether the values are same in both left operand and the right operand. Okay. And this strictly equal to operator is widely used in all kind of programming languages. If you talk about C++, if you talk about Java, everywhere we use this. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's go to the next program. This one. This is called /n, which is new line. For example, when you execute the program, after this particular statement, the next statement comes in the next line. So when you say /n, which means create a new line or enter key, right? So it automatically comes to the new line addition, then again a new line subtraction, then a new line multiplication. Assume like if he has removed this /n, let's remove the /n and see. Done that? Do you see this? Now, as an end user, you will not be able to understand what is written here until unless you break down this. When you see the earlier program, it was neatly broken down. Like, please select a number to indicate your operation. 1 addition, then next line 2 subtraction. Then the next line 3 multiplication and 4 division. As an end user, you feel quite understandable when you see this program. Now it looks so fuzzy, you know. Yeah, too crowded, as you said. So it's better to use new lines so that all these statements can be mentioned in the new lines. That's fine. Okay, let's go for the next program. There are 2 people ready. Okay, you can go. Lovely program. I thought you will bring some programs with 4 or 5 lines of coding. I didn't expect this.
I wrote a C++ application that allows the user to input a number from 0 to 5. If he enters the number from 0 to the number 2, it should print I love. So if he enters 0, it should print I love 0 or I love 1 or I love 2. And if he enters the number 3, it should print 3 is a great number. And if he enters the number 4, it should print wow, you have a high number. And if he enters the number 5, it should print congratulations, you have the highest number. And if the user should type any number above 0 to 5, it should display your number is out of reach.
Did you understand what he just mentioned now?
No.
Okay. This program is going to get the inputs between 0 to 5. Am I right? Okay. A user can enter any input from 0 to 5. Assume like if he enters 0, his program is going to display I love 0. As a user, when you enter 0, it is going to display I love 0. Assume if you enter 1, then it is going to display I love 1. And if it is 3, then it is going to display 3 is a great number. And if it is 4, wow, you have a high number, you can move to the next stage. And when you enter 5, it says that congratulations, you have the highest number, you are double promoted to the next stage. It's a simple mind game, right? Okay. So I want anyone to come and use this application, and as an end user, you should tell the programmer where you felt wrong and where you felt right. Did you understand? As an end user means whoever going to use the application, right? Yes. For example, the guy who developed WhatsApp, he is a developer. The guy who is using WhatsApp is an end user. As a programmer, you should always allow an end user to use your program and then get his feedback so that you can improvise on your product. Am I correct? Yes. So I'm saying that any one of you can come and just give your inputs here, and you can discuss with the developer where he can improvise and where he can, where he did his best. So let me pick one. The one with the black, blue and red. Yeah, you. No. The one before you. Yes, boss. Please come. Inside the bin you just So his first input is please enter a number from 0 to 5. So the entered number is 3, right? 2. Okay. What does it say? Okay. It says I love 2. Okay. You can give your feedback about this program. It's a great program. Okay. Come again?
It's a big program.
Yeah, but always there will be some suggestions, right? Facebook is a great program. Do you agree? You don't agree Facebook is a great program? Facebook is a great program, right?
Yes.
Still people are suggesting some new things. Recently somebody gave a suggestion that there should be a dislike button in Facebook, like button, right? So for every great program, there will be some suggestion by the end user. So what is your suggestion for this program?
The program is almost right. That program that allows the numbers from 0 to 5.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem that when you press from 1 to 2, it will display I love 2. So maybe you could
Maybe.
if you could have
Is this one that is please? Is that all it is, please? Just type one. That's all it is, please.
Yeah, if you type one, it displays I love one. You can such a status, no problem. So you are saying that instead of from 1 to 5, you should have more options. You should have more options.
from 6 to
Okay. Yes.
Can I suggest something?
Of course. Then.
I was just thinking, it's a good program, the concept is good, but you should have made it more interactive with the user. The program should interact more. Like, it should offer more sensible reactions outputs to the user. Like, for example, if you enter one, like, it should say, hello, how are you? To tell me your thoughts. Then, like, something like that, like an interactive sequence.
You got the point? Both the suggestions are really good. Yes, you could have more options instead of 1 to 5, you can have 1 to 20. And as he suggested, it should be more sensible, like it should be interactive with the user. When you just display, let's say please enter number 1 and you say I love 1, it's good. As a basic programmer, it's very good what you have done. But as he said, you should make it more interactive, right? So good work, keep it up. It's the same if condition he has also used. If you see this program, just go to the program. Yes, it's the same if condition. He said he got an input using a variable number, and he's saying if number is strictly equal to 0, then I love 0. Else, if number is strictly equal to 1, then print I love 1. If number is strictly equal to 2, print I love 2. This is a similar thing what we saw in the previous program. There's nothing much, there's no much difference between the first and the second program. But good work, keep it up. Yes. Standard output. Okay. Dear programmer, explain me what is iostream.h, which you have used in the file, and I think you used to call io.h. What are the header files you use there? iostream and iostream. Okay, come this side and let's explain what is iostream. Okay, let's explain what is iostream. No, you don't need to connect it. Just explain.
iostream, just like we learned in our first class, when you write a letter, you always start with the address, and it's normal for you to start with an address. But in C++,
Yeah, you can continue.
In C++, it's you always have to start with the hash sign include.
Yeah. So the IO stream is a header. It's a header file. So it's like input and output standard, like IO stream is input and output stream, yeah, header. Then the color is console. Console means application. Console input and output. Understand? So it's like a header format which it helps the program understand the code which is about.
Exactly. See, IO stream is nothing but a library file, a predefined file. For example, when you use cin and cout, all these are predefined things, right? So the explanation of cin, the explanation of cout, where has it returned? It all returned in this iostream.h. So you have to include that header file before you start using cout or cin, right? Okay, next.
We created a C++ group. It is a program which checks your grade. You enter a score and then checks the grade of the score you entered. So we included the student's name. For instance, my name is.
Okay, basically it's a grade checker.
Yeah.
Okay. So those who are sitting at the back, if you're not able to read this, let me read it. It's grade checker by C++ group. Enter student's name. They are collecting the input student name. He has written Gabriel, and they are collecting enter the subject name. They have written science and enter your test score. Okay.
So for instance, our test score is 67.
Okay, 67.
That's a great thing. We didn't include a great thing because I did some research and I found out that in university we don't use an E. That's what I found out. So I don't know if it's really true. So in the output I didn't include an E. So for instance, in case we go above in case let's say the score, you go above, like, for instance, 120. And it shows the score is above range.
It's an invalid score or score is above range?
It's invalid, but it's above the range of 100. That 100% is the normal range
Okay,
of
wonderful. So let's try. Okay, do it again. Bye. No, here you have an change. Okay, let's try. Can you enter? Okay, enter the student's name. Subject name C++. Marks -10. Yeah. Perfect. To an extent it is correct. Okay. Anyways, good work before we go for the test. Okay, now back to our discussion. Anybody who would like to suggest anything for this program or any questions? You're in the same group. Okay, the man with yellow and black stripes. Yes, sir, you can come. Okay, did you understand this program? You didn't understand this program? Okay. This program is just to check your grades for a particular subject. You know, every subject has a grade. For example, if you score above 80 in a subject, then your grade is A. Am I correct? Yes. Then you have B plus, then you have B, then you have C plus, D, E, everything. Fine. So now you can type your name. Okay. Enter. Now it is asking you to enter a subject name. So enter a favorite subject, or let's say enter the subject, one of the subjects in your SHS. I know nobody is going to write mathematics, but it's okay. English. Okay, that's fine. So enter. Now you are really into the trouble. So enter. Enter your real score here. Let's find out what is your grade. 12. Is that your score? Charlie. Is it true? Yes. Good work. So it's saying that your grade for this subject is grade A. Right? You understood? Yes. Now give your suggestions that what they can do to improvise the software, and is there any place where you felt you did not understand the program? So you have to give your whole suggestion about this program.
So the person score more than 100. Is it going to get greedy or?
Okay, if the person scores more than 100, what happens? So you should allow the user to do it. Maybe you guys have to strengthen your marketing team because the user did not understand what you are doing here. So the presentation team should be more careful. Okay, what is it happening?
Above me.
It says above average. Yeah, it says the score is above range. Okay. So now anybody scores above 100, it says that the score is invalid or the score is above range. So now tell me your suggestions.
The software is very good.
The software is very good.
Yes.
Okay. How much you can buy for? $2.
I'll just buy 100 CD.
Where?
This is not for the
Charlie, you have to give me 25 CD. I promoted this. So 75 for you, 25 for me. Okay. Any suggestions? No suggestion?
Yes.
Okay. From audience, any suggestion? Yes.
Well, that's a little story. Like, you should make add a little interaction like congratulations, something like congratulations or well done, so that it can make the user feel have impact on the software more than the way it's too plain.
You guys understood? He's saying that you should add some congratulations or well done to make the user, like for example, he has scored 90 marks out of 100. So to make him feel proud of himself, you should add like congratulations, you have done well in your examination, and then you can put the grade. If the grade is not good, like let's say he's failed, then you have to read him in another way. Right?
Try again.
Like?
Try again.
Try again. Okay. Better like next time. Or okay, that's wonderful. And I think my suggestion would be you can try this for more subjects. This is only one subject, right? You should try for more subjects. Or what you can do is, here come the network happens. For example, you have the solution for the grade and they have the solution for the total and the average. You guys can come together. For example, you can combine both the programs. You will get the marks for 5 different subjects and you can display the total, average and the total CGPA of the particular person. Did you get me? Yeah. So, well done guys. You can go back. Now, next one.
It's a small software, but it's not that big. So this is a software that can be created for a lottery company. It's a random generator. You can create for a lottery company, a company that deals with random numbers. So let's start from the beginning. This part is called the headers. This is a hash include IO string, means input and output string. The second header is also called the C standard library. And this one is also called hash include. This is C time. It enables the system, the program to access the time within the program. So this is also called, this is something called comment. It allows the user know what the program is all about. Now this is this is the normal formalities. Now so this program, let me run it for you. This is a random code generator. So this program automatically generates number randomly. So for example, I want to also show you something. For example, in case now you have let me remove this S time now. This here. This S time makes the number you randomly generate for the user not to understand it. So for example, if you are running a lottery company, and let's say the program keeps on generating a particular type of numbers, those guys can copy those numbers and use it against you next time when they try to stake in lotto. So that S time makes the number, the program run random figures automatically without the user knowing the number is about to predict. And this function also, for example, now if I'm to remove this and I'm to run this, you see, it runs this numbers like it runs this number randomly. Now I don't want these numbers to be in that long text figure, so I want it to be divided by 6. I want a normal numbers which will not be too weird or which will not be too awkward. So in order to do such, these are the functions we put. Let's say I put over here percent. Percent means modulo. Modulo means divide by 6 and give me the remainder. So let's say we add this modulo 6 now. So it will divide this by 6. Now we don't want zero. We don't want zero in our random generated numbers. So we want it to add number 1 to any number it generates. So in order to do that too, it's another function for that too. You come and add +1 here. Now, when you add that 1 plus the random, it automatically adds 1 to the randomly generated numbers. So you can use this software for running a casino whereby they usually deal with random numbers, even the national lottery and other stuff. So this is a simple program that can help you generate number randomly without the user being able to predict the number which is about to be generated. So that's why we add this S time. This S time is a function within C++ that allows the computer to generate number from its own brain without doing a particular type of systematic format. So that this to enable this S time work now, it needs a type of header called C time. So this C time calls off the time function within the program. So for example now, so let's say we add this S time now. Let me remove this C time so you can see something. Let's say I remove this hash include instead. So I want to show you the functions of header. So let's say this S random means seed random, seeding. Automatically generate from yourself, seed. So this S random now.
Yeah, most of them know what is seeding since they download movie from torrent.
Okay.
No. You don't know. Then you have to go and search in Google Play.
So you see, as I try to run this one now, this seed random doesn't work because there's no header to call up the time function within the C program. Once I add this header now, this header called C time, hash include set of, because if that hash includes seed time now calls of the time function in this program. So this is a simple program you can use for a casino or sell to somebody who's running a luxury kind of company, which helps him makes life more easier. So that's a
So, if you Shatabale, you are the biscuit of this class. Good one. Anyways, this program is a bit advanced for you because for loop or random, all these things we are going to discuss in chapter 4 of your subject. Okay. Now we have not got into that stage. Even if statement is bit hard for you for now, but still you can easily understand that. That's why I explained you if statement. I don't want to go into the for statement as of now. But the program is wonderful. You have done a good job. I hope you understood the program. Okay. See, do you know what is random? What is random? Random, anything, like? Yeah. So, normally how this lottery company works, when you say NLA, if you see the lottery results, some random numbers pops up, right? And if that random number matches with your ticket, then you are the winner. So, this program is going to generate some random numbers. So, there is a function already in C++ called rand. When you use that rand, and when you give the inputs inside, it can automatically generate some sequence of random numbers. If you want to make a sequence, that's where we use a statement called for. You saw a statement called if. If is just to check whether these conditions are right or wrong. In the same way, there is a statement called for. For is an iterative statement which makes a sequence from 0 to 100. Assume like if you want to print 0 to 100, let's say gentleman there, white t-shirt, yeah. How will you print from 0 to 100 in C++? Boss, you. How you are going to print from 0 to 100? Assume you want to display like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 100. How you are going to do this? You add the figures. For example, you will do C out 0, C out 1, C out 2, C out 3, C out 4, right? Anyways, basically that's what we have seen now. But this can be shortened using your for statement. In for loop, what you do is, for you will initialize, let's say I is equal to 1, okay? And you want up to 100, so you mention I less than 100. Then you will say I plus plus. I plus plus, which means increments. First I is equal to 1, and when you say I plus plus, 1 plus 1, which is 2, right? Again when it comes 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So the system will automatically increment, and with just one statement you can print from 1 to 100, right? So we will get into this coding, don't get confused yourself. That's why I didn't want to explain now. Let's go for another program.
This is a simple program that is going to print a pattern from 1 to 5. The pattern is a succession, right? Some numbers like which are coming like with some figures. You can choose triangles, you can choose squares, you can choose right? Okay, so we have the libraries, iostream, column, and stdio that's they are already screen. They call their header files, but normally they are libraries. Whatever you are doing here in the code is applying over there to go and look for the information he needs to execute your code. It's like when you want to know something, you go to Google or you went to the library to check whatever you want to know. So that's what it is. No, it's there. I will get what it is. So, yes, we are going to have 5 variables. We declare the variables over this. The first variable is n. This have n. Declare n is equal to 5. We have a, I, k, g, and z. Z2 have been declared. The other ones have come down. We give the user the first from 1 to 5. Here we are going to use loops. Yes, what the teacher was talking about. A loop is a code that repeats itself. If you say from 1 to 100, as teacher said, it repeats itself till the condition is false. Here is from 1 to 5. We have n equal to 5, z equal to 1. From 1 to 5. Here we have I equal to 0, I and less than n, I plus plus. The first one here is that I equal to 0 means that it's going to begin from 0. And then I less than n is mean that it's going to end in 4. I plus plus means increment. This is the condition. This is the beginning of the statement. This is the condition and this is the increment. The increment means I equals to 0 means 0 plus 1. We come to the increments. When it executes here, I equals to 0, it comes for the increment, 0 plus 1 is 1. Right? So it comes to the condition here. It takes whether the condition is less than 5. If 1 is less than 5, it executes and continue. It comes down here. J equals to n minus 1. This is the first part of the condition. And then J equals to J is greater than I, J minus minus. Yes, minus minus means the increment. So it came here. J n minus 1 is 4, n is 5. So J is greater than 1. The condition is true. So it came here, J minus 9. What it did is that when it take 5 minus 1, and then it came here, 5 minus 1 is 4. Right? 4 came here, 4 minus minus is 3. And it takes if the condition is true over here. And then if this is true, this is it. So go ahead and run. Control 9.
See, I told you, Shatawala, you cannot stand in one place.
No, I just. This is nice.
Good thing is I don't need to teach you chapter 4 anymore. These people are teaching you.
This is pattern. As you can see, we start from 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a pyramid.
It's the pyramids pattern of numbers.
See, I told you one thing about for statement, that you can decide the start and the end of the sequence. Okay. Let's say this sequence ends at 5, right?
Right.
Go to your program.
And then it comes.
You have to adjust the cable. Okay. So now he's saying that the program is printing a pattern from 1 to 5, right? And if you see the for loop he's using, he's saying for I equal to 0, which means I can be 0 in the starting. And he's saying I less than n, which means n is what? 5. Okay. So he wants the numbers to display from 0 to 5. Now let's increase this 5 to 10 or 50.
50.
Okay, let's go for 50 and see what happens. It's a very basic, simple program. Once you understand how the for statement works, you can easily do this. That's all. Run this.
I have to.
Let's go for 10. Go for 10. Go for 10. It's because your screen doesn't take that much. Yeah, let's run. Okay. So, in your for statement, once you give your start and the end, it will automatically display. If you check his programs, he has never mentioned that Cout 1, Cout 2, Cout 3, 3, Cout 4, 4, 4. It automatically picks up. That's all because of this iterative statement for. Okay. Good work. No, only one program allowed. Next class. I think there's only one guy left.
Yes, we are coming.
I can see a healthy.
We came X and we programmed this thing. It was students and maths.
What's your group name?
C.
C programming. So
This is our program.
this program is also in C over.
C. So we did it in this program. So we want to run for you guys to know what you just did.